My name is Andrew, and I'm a 28-year-old office worker.
I don't mean to brag, but I work for a large trading company, so my annual salary is much higher than that of other men my age. As for me, well, 2 years ago, I married my wife Diana. Diana's beautiful and good-natured. For me, truly, she's the love of my life. After we got married, she wanted to be a full-time housewife. Now, she stays at home every day and devotes herself to housework. Our marriage is going well, and if things keep going like this, it's only a matter of time before we have children. I had been thinking about it, but one day, when I came back from a business trip, I felt a strange sense of unease. Honey, I'm home. Vance. Oh, what's that smell?
Welcome back. What happened to make your nose twitch like that?
Oh, nothing. It must be my imagination.
You must be tired from your business trip.
From the moment I walked into the house, I could faintly smell something I've never smelled before, and it's a bit of a discomforting smell.
And for some reason, that smell... When I go to the bathroom, the smell seems to get more intense. Hey Diana, did you change your perfume, eh?
What are you talking about? When you're home, I don't wear any perfume.
But at the time, I thought it was just my imagination, so I decided to go to sleep. Since then, I've been on similar business trips. When I'm away from home for a long period, or when I'm working overtime and come home late, it became a thing where I could always smell that smell. Until one day, I realized that the smell was a man's cologne. What could that possibly mean? Is my wife having an affair with someone and hiding it from me? Once you suspect your wife, that suspicion only grows deeper day by day. Being anxious and concerned. I had no choice. I knew I shouldn't have, but I bought a small camera online. I installed it in my bedroom before my business trip. I decided to leave the house, and when I returned, I checked the camera. My wife was really having an affair. Who is this young man? Diana was completely naked with this ostentatious guy. The sight of my wife in a passionate act, as soon as I saw it in front of my eyes, I felt the world turning pitch black. My beloved wife had betrayed me. After that, I started avoiding my wife. What kind of front should I put on when talking to my wife? I just didn't know anymore.
Hey Andrew, something seems off lately. Do you have a fever?
My wife reached for my forehead. I brushed her hand away, politely asking her not to touch me.
When is it? I'm really worried about you.
I'm sorry. It's all right. Could you leave me alone for a bit?
Oh, sure. Okay. I get it. Do whatever you want. Didn't know anymore.
She's been sneaking around in the dark, having an affair. That the thought of her doing it disgusts me.
After that, every time I set up the camera,
I would perfectly capture the love scene between my wife and this man. Ultimately, the video that was the last straw was one of the two of them having this conversation. I don't know. Lately, my husband's been acting strange. Maybe he's onto our affair. Do you think our affair will be exposed?
Well, it gets me excited.
Hey, let's do it one more time. Are you serious? Don't you love your husband?
He's just an ATM to me.
He's not very good at anything else. I feel sorry for your husband. You know, I can't take it anymore. On your husband's behalf, I'm going to give it to you good. Shall we?
Oh, come on, don't be so sudden about it.
What, you're ready already?
at this point, the conversation broke off, and all I could hear were moaning and passionate sounds.
In contrast to their excitement, my feelings were getting deflated with each sound. If my wife's affair were just for fun, maybe I could have forgiven her, but this was impossible. Not only does she not love me, but she's treated me for a complete fool, seeing me only as an ATM. If she can treat me like an ATM, then I can do the same to her. It's mutual, isn't it? This with a snap, my rational senses were gone. I decided to proceed with preparations to make money from my wife. I decided to purchase several cameras with better image quality than the ones I had used in the past. I paid close attention not only to image quality, but also to the sound quality. I installed the cameras in the bedroom, living room, and dressing room. Then I decided to live in a hotel. I'm a little tied up at work, honey. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it home. I've rented a room near the office. Could you take care of the house as usual while I'm away?
I see. I understand. Then leave the house to me then.
I didn't miss the sly smile on my wife's face. I knew that if I told her this, she would invite her lover to the house more often. From the hotel room, I checked the camera footage recorded automatically on the servers. When I checked the video as expected, I caught her in the act with her lover. After catching them in the act, I decided to post the videos frequently on various online forums. The videos weren't staged. The fact that the videos were amateur videos got a lot of attention. The videos of my wife cheating cut a lot of views. Thanks to that, I was able to earn a considerable amount of advertising revenue from the videos. Now to check on the cameras. I only come home once a week, but the rest of the time, I stay in hotels. Just with the money I make from my wife's body. I spend it on things like going on trips, eating luxurious meals, and spending money extravagantly at will. If I were to divorce my wife in the future, I would lose my savings in the divorce settlement. Since I have plenty of money now, I may as well spend it while I still can. I mean, my wife is having fun with her lover, so I don't feel the slightest bit of guilt with such a wife. Ever since we started to pretend to still be a married couple, when about 6 months had passed, I suddenly received a phone call from my brother-in-law.
My stupid sister apparently is in an indecent video that seems to have been posted all over the internet. Do you know anything about this?
Oh, really? What do you mean by indecent? For now, let's pretend we didn't see it.
I can't say much about it, and if you don't know much about it, I can't really ask you more details about it, but both our parents are really pissed off.
Oh man, that's quite a tough one. It's crazy to think what will happen now. There's not much we can do, is there? The next weekend, we have planned for both our parents and siblings to gather at our house for a family get-together.
No matter how you look at this video, it's definitely my sister. The location seems to be her living room. What is she thinking? Doing this at this age? Isn't she ashamed?
Andrew, I'm really sorry about this.
What the hell is this?
Well, I don't know anything about this video, and I didn't film any of it either.
When the homemade sex videos from the online forums were shown to my wife in front of her family, her face turned bright red with embarrassment and panic. I thought it was a terrible situation.
Why is there even a video like this? It's definitely you, Diana. That may be true, but this is hidden camera footage. Someone secretly filmed me. I had no idea about this.
The entire family was staring at her with suspicion, a video she didn't remember, knowing that it was spreading on the internet. My wife became completely shaken. It's time for her to fully regret her infidelity.
In other words, in this house, she had to admit that she was sleeping with another man. No, that's not true. Hey, listen to me. You're the woman in that video? That's what it seems like. In short, you've brought men to this house many times, and having sex with them. You're being scolded by your parents now, and you're tensing up with shame and embarrassment. Well, I've known for a while that you were having an affair. I've suspected it for a long time.
What do you mean by that?
I'm the one who filmed the video. Well, when I posted it online, it got quite a high number of views. Thanks to the video, I made quite a bit of money.
You've got to be kidding me. You wouldn't do something like that to me.
Wouldn't you say? You probably thought of me as an ATM too, right? If that's the case, it doesn't matter if I treat you like an ATM too. If we're even, I'm done with you.
Well, the feeling's mutual, so let it go.
And so, I divorced Diana. It turns out that the other man was a classmate of my ex-wife during her student days. I made Diana and the other man pay a considerable amount of compensation. Incidentally, the man was of working age, yet he was still a good-for-nothing freeloader. He was still living with his parents, but when his affair was exposed, he was kicked out of the house. I received a phone call from my ex-wife, who'd just broken up with her lover. It was just a game with him. Please, from me, there is only you. Let's start over again. I must be a bad lover.
Find a man who can satisfy you.
After hanging up the phone, I gently blocked her. With my ex-wife, I was completely done, or so I thought. But our ties seemed to continue for a while. But actually, my ex-wife's sexually explicit videos seemed to continue doing well, but only the videos that had already been posted. I still managed to get ad revenues. It was a little bit of sweet revenge. I wanted to make her more of an ATM, but it couldn't be helped. I couldn't get my hands on new videos. I can't help but feel a little disappointed about that. Thank you. Did you enjoy this story? I'm looking forward to your next viewing. Please also consider subscribing to my channel.